What do you do when you are facing a struggle that you can't seem to overcome? And maybe it's a struggle that you've been facing for months or years, or maybe even like me, your entire life. Today, I'm going to give a personal update on my struggle with my weight loss. And if you can't tell by my voice, I'm not real happy. and And I think typically I'm an optimist, and typically I'm a pretty happy, jovial type guy. But there's certain things that really just trip me up and bring me down. And today is one of those days. I stepped on the scale today. I had been doing pretty well, but what happened was last week we decided to go camping, and all the excitement and all the fervor and everything that happened, I forgot to bring my journal with me. And I have a daily journal. For those of you who've been on around the channel for a little while, you might know I do a daily journal. And in my daily journal, I have 3 5-year goals that I'm shooting for. And each day I write down some things that I can do today that will help me reach that goal 5 years from now. And one of my goals has to do with weight loss. I would like to lose a ton of weight. I am way overweight. And I would love to get back down to around 190 pounds, which I haven't seen since I was, in my 20s and in the military. So I would like to get back down to that weight if I could. But I have struggled with weight loss my entire life. And so I forgot my journal when we went camping. And maybe this might sound like a crutch, but without the journal, I started blowing off what I was doing on a daily basis. So what I've been doing for weight loss is I've been writing down things like no sugar, no soda. And that reminds me that morning that, hey, today I'm going to set a goal of not having any sugar. I'm going to set a goal of not having any soda. Or maybe my goal that day is no junk food, or only eat whole foods. Or my goal might be 100 squats, or go for a walk around the block, or something to do with activity and eating. And those are typically the things that I have been writing in my journal on a daily basis. And it helps keep me in line by having that simple note, that simple process of writing a goal for today and writing something down. For me, that helps cement it and helps me set a goal, something very specific for that day to achieve. And if I don't achieve it, then I feel bad. It helps hold me accountable just by the practice of writing those things down. And now I forgot my journal and I stopped journaling. And because I stopped when we went camping last weekend, and I was lazy once we came back from camping, I hadn't picked it back up, and I have slipped. I haven't been doing my daily journals. I haven't been doing my daily goals. And I have been eating like crap. And I have been drinking tons of diet soda. And today it's Diet Coke, but it could be Diet Pepsi. It could be whatever. I'm addicted, I think, to soda. And I don't use that term lightly. I have tried giving up soda several times in my life, and I always end up going back to it. There is something that just drives me back to drinking soda, especially a Diet Coke or a Diet Pepsi. Those are the two drinks of my choice for diet sodas, or for sodas in general. But what I think has me bummed today is that when I stepped on the scale, all of the progress that I had been making was basically wiped out in, a week and a half of the time that I have stopped journaling and stopped paying attention and stopped setting daily goals. And it's just it's just gone like that. I mean, and I don't know if other folks struggle with this. I know we all have different body types and different body styles, and our metabolisms run different, and everybody does different things. My My dad was a skinny guy and could eat like crazy and was always skinny. My first father-in-law was the same way. The man could eat 10 times the volume of food that I would eat, and he was skinny as a rail, that guy. And I walk past a restaurant or smell the flame broiled burgers coming off a fast food restaurant as you drive by, and I instantly gain 10 pounds. I mean, it's insane how quickly I can gain weight, but how difficult it is for me to lose weight. And now I sound like I'm whining. I apologize. I'm not trying to whine. I am frustrated at the moment with myself and the fact that I slipped and that I had been doing so well, and that by slipping, I have now negated any of the benefits that I had gained. And I am here confessing my sins and sharing my sorrow, for you are my therapist. Oh man. But I have caught myself. And yes, I do have an unopened can of Diet Coke right here. That I haven't popped the lid on this thing yet. I I'm tempted, but at the same time I don't want to. I do have my journal right here as well, which I haven't journaled in today yet, but I do need to get back on the bandwagon with my journal because that does in fact help me quite a bit. And I'm struggling to do it because I'm a little bit bummed with myself. I'm not in that right frame of mind to be all hoo, I got this. I can, I can do this. Yay, let's, that's not the frame of mind that I'm in, which typically I am in when I'm journaling and looking forward to meeting a goal for the day. So I need to struggle my way through that, get the journal done, get some goals done for today. I probably need to put this back in the fridge and leave it unopened and let it taunt me for a while and not have any junk food for today. One of my hopes and one of my dreams, along with several other things that, that I hope and wish for, I'm waiting for the day when I can have the DNA modification that will change my body and rev me up so I can be that naturally skinny person like my ex-father-in-law or like my father was as well. They had that, whatever that gene is, whatever that thing is, they were always skinny and could always eat whatever they wanted to. All right, enough whining for today. I'm going to get on with it. I'm going to, as they say, put on my big boy pants, although that's not a good term for me because I don't want my big boy pants. I want my skinny ones. This has kind of ended up being a little bit of a rant and a little bit of a poor me vlog, and I didn't mean it to be that. I just wanted to share where I was and my frustration that I struggle with this, and I know there's other people out there who struggle with it as well. So let you know that I'm struggling today, that I have had a setback. I'm going to pull myself up and dust myself off. I'm going to get back to the journal and start working towards that goal again. Dang it, anyway. All right, well, that's going to do it for me for today. This is May 15th, 2025. This is vlog 135 in my series. If you are new here, hey, my name's Dave. This is Old Dad Studio. I typically do videos about AI. That's the majority of the thing, but I do throw in some personal vlogs every now and again. This one happened to be a personal one today, and if this is your first vlog of seeing mine, I apologize. This was kind of a downer. I didn't mean it to be a downer. Just wanted to share where I was at. All right, well, that's it for today, but don't worry. I'll record another one, and I will see you tomorrow.